Is everything still okay? Has anything slowed down?
No.
Where does it say they need to be on separate worksheets though?
It's literally the second sentence.
Man, you will submit a single Excel workbook with all charts stored on separate worksheets.
Literally the second sentence, DeAndre.
That is literally the second sentence. I usually skim over most things.
Yeah, you have to make like 6 tabs, right?
Yes.
Or 6 worksheets.
So in that case, this is what I would do. I would duplicate this. I'm just gonna copy this. I wonder how. Is there an easier way to do this? Can I just.
Would just like to say.
Oh.
I'm
Yes,
still
Chris.
in a meeting with my coach.
You're good.
This is terrible. I'm suffering. Nah, yeah, keep
You
going.
can copy the actual graph. Like, you don't need to copy the spreadsheet. You could copy the graph. That's what I did. So I just made it on the first page, and then I copied it.
Let me get rid of this one. Oh, I should probably do this when everybody's here, right?
Yeah, just in case someone made the same mistake as you.
Well, it's kind of a mistake, but all in all, I think our way is more efficient.
Yeah, but that's
especially
not the
when
way
I'm
Miss Tanya
showcasing.
wants it, so.
Like, this is what the chart is supposed to look like, I think. Pretty sure. Let me go here. Let me go here. That there. Put this back here. Okay. Is it 1:30 yet? No, we got 5 minutes. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
I'm good. Amazing. Terrible. Anyways, so y'all go record this one too, right?
Yeah, we're recording it right now.
Just like, are you sure you recording audio too?
Yes,
Chris,
I'm gonna record as
mistake
well, so
once.
back up.
Back up. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, so will it be like you recording the whole session, or you gonna do it like last time where you pretty much figured all the steps out and you're gonna go through it one by
Hey,
one?
last time I did it quickly because we messed up the first time. This time I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to make a whole nother video if I'm being honest.
The last one wasn't bad. I mean, honestly, I kind of prefer. At the end, everybody knew what to do. It was quite literally her going from one step to another. Boom, do this.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about the video I posted.
Oh no, but cause it's like I want to be here, but at the same time, I'm not done talking to my coach because she ain't get to me yet, and there's probably one more person in front of me.
If you're here at the end, yeah, we could have a bing bang boom thing, especially if somebody has another question. If you're here at the end, whenever that may be, we probably are going to go over it again, just in case somebody has a question.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hopefully we go step by step.
Yeah, we will.
What's happening right now? I'm sorry. I just got here.
No,
not
you're
too
good.
long ago.
We are discussing how we're going to show the information. So we're going to go step by step and show everybody how to do it. And then at the end, we'll do it really quickly just in case you missed something or in case the instructions were not clear. It was going to be a real quick recap and then we'll be done.
Okay. Because I did one of my charts completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need help on the last chart. The scatter one, I believe.
The which one?
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Well, we're going to go
Okay,
step by step in the first place.
Okay. I need help on my all variable expense chart. I think I did the F. I think I did the annual variable expenses. I think I did that as number 6 instead of number 3, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand. But what time is it? 1:28. You got 2 minutes. Is there any way we can get like background music?
I mean, if I play music, but the thing is, my
Yeah,
mic
this is
picks
a
up my air
professional video.
conditioning. I guess that too. I don't know what I would put there. I'm sure we could figure something out.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hey, Daya.
Did you guys get a chance to do the group project this morning or after
Yeah.
Friday? Nice.
We managed to get ours pretty much done. One of our teammates dropped out, but it's all good.
Oh.
Which group project? Just curious.
I need to film my video.
For Dr. Roan.
Oh yeah, me and this one student, we've been working on it, and then the other two students are not even answering or sending their videos, so we're kind of just like kind of
One
blown
of
right
my
now.
groups just dropped out of the program.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like, should we snitch on them? But then we don't want to be a snitch. But at the same time, it's our grade that they're messing with because they're not putting our part. So I'm kind of just like, don't play with my grade, you know.
Well, it's the team lead's
Mhm.
job to snitch, so you don't gotta worry.
True. Yeah.
And if the team lead don't snitch, then you snitch on your team lead. That's how it works. Cycle of life.
Love that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because like, don't play with my grade.
Yep. All right, it's 1:30, guys.
DeAndre, just don't snitch on me.
Too late. Okay. So first, let's read the instructions. Diana or Daya. Anybody wanna do that while I'm starting this?
I can. Daya.
I guess I could just go here.
Okay. So, are we ready? Or should I wait?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, sure as in you can start. That's what I meant.
Yep. Got it. Instruction. Oh, dude, that was bad. You will create several charts as outlined by the criteria below. You will submit a single Excel workbook with all the charts stored as a separate worksheet within that single workbook, all appropriately labeled. The charts you create should incorporate best practice design principles. You will treat this assignment as though I am your supervisor and you are presenting these charts to me for a very important board meeting. Should I
You will be
read
graded
the
on the following points: the design of the charts, do they employ the best design practices, i.e., proper title, descriptive legend, appropriate axis values, trend lines where appropriate, and appropriate colors. The chart type is the best selection for showcasing requested data. Does the chart type chosen demonstrate the data requested? Based on the lecture yesterday and reading, you should now have a good understanding of what you should use which when you should use which chart types. Does your choice of chart type demonstrate this understanding? Grammar and spelling. Does the chart text have the correct grammar and spelling in text fields? Now, let's start your charts. For the first one, okay guys, if you haven't seen my video, but the first thing I always do is I asked ChatGPT to make these instructions simpler for me. So,
I'm sorry, DeAndre. Is this recorded?
this is indeed. And I hope
Okay.
whoever's watching this recording uses this, because it makes these assignments so much easier. Okay. Now, quickly, we're going to look at the difference between the listed instructions and ChatGPT's instructions. I'm just going to show you how much easier it is. So, the instructions Ms. Tanya gave us tell us to use the attached spreadsheet. Your first chart will show a percentage breakdown of the annual totals of fixed expenses. This chart should be called FE annual totals. Now let's go to our chart. Now this is just what my finalized document looks like. We're about to go step by step. Does anybody have any questions before we start? I'm assuming no. Can I get confirmation?
No,
I don't.
nobody has any questions.
Yeah, I don't
Sure.
have any.
Thank you.
Okay. So the first step, we're supposed to percentage breakdown of the annual totals. Okay, so the annual totals on this chart would be all of these. So to make a chart, first go to insert. Now, does it say annual totals for Diana? Can you help me out when I'm doing this? Because I don't want to go back and forth with the instructions. Is it annual totals for all expenses or just fixed expenses?
Just fixed expenses.
Okay, thank you.
Only fixed expenses.
So we're going to highlight this column right here, not the whole column, but just all these fixed expenses right here. And we're going to insert a chart. A tip for Excel is if you go to recommended charts, it'll show you which ones work out the best and why, what they're useful for. So a pie chart is used to show proportions as a whole. Use it to show numbers that relate to a larger sum and always equal 100%. Since we're looking for percentages, this one would be good. So let's add that. Now, the instructions said that we need to, come on man, just drag. Put it right here. Each chart should have its own sheet. We'll go over that later, but right now, let's add some variables, I believe. Actually, let's see what these recommended charts make it look like. So this one immediately shows us the percentages. They are in negatives though. I wonder if that's okay. This one
Yeah,
looks
I
clear.
personally just added my own on top, so it was more clear.
I don't feel like doing that though. If we do that, we're going to be here too long. So
It really is not that hard. Calm down.
but I would have to type each number, right? Unless I'm also going to add other data labels, best fit. That's good enough. Now we're going to change some of the data. So you see how this says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We're going to select the data, and we're going to edit this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go over to the fixed expenses, and we're going to highlight these. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has changed to car loan, car insurance, rent, cell phone, and student loan. Does
I
anybody
also
need me
have
to?
another tip for making these. So you could also select your range first, and then you can control click to select another range, and it'll automatically give them titles and the numbers. Just thought I'd throw that out there. It's a little bit simpler.
That's cool. So if I were to do that, let's try that right now. Let's rename the chart as well. Hold on. FE annual totals is supposed to be the name. I'm about to copy and paste it. Man, shut. Sometimes.
I have a brief question. This is Alana, by the way. Hi, everyone.
What's up?
On when I look at yours, it says right next to help you have chart designs, but I don't have that. If that makes sense.
Now we're all using different versions of Excel. You may be using the web version or the browser version. I'm on the computer version for Windows. You may have the Mac version.
It's also contextual. It's a contextual tab. So that popped up because he's currently editing his chart, but once he clicks off of that, it'll disappear. If it's colored like that, that means it's a contextual thing.
Okay, thank you so much.
No worries.
Okay. Now I'm going to try to make the chart in the way that Diana suggested. I'm sorry. So I would highlight this, correct, Diana? And this? And then I
Yep, you would do it just like that. And then you'd select whatever chart you want to use.
I accidentally have this highlighted. Let me see if that fits. Woo!
I'm sorry, guys. This might be a dumb question, but how did you get the stuff on the pie charts? I
That's
clicked
fine.
on.
No such
Okay,
thing as a dumb question.
thank you.
So when you say the stuff, you mean the legend or the numbers?
Pretty much well, yeah, I guess like the pie itself and the numbers and things, because when I click on whenever I click on the pie chart, there like nothing shows up on mine, and I feel like it's because I didn't click anything on the cells. So which cells did you guys click?
Okay. So since we're going over the annual totals for fixed expenses, first we highlighted the annual totals section right here. See annual totals. And that is N13 through N17. So you highlight this. If you want the legend as well, you highlight A13 through A17. And then you would insert your chart. So let's try to do that again. Are you able to do this, Alana?
I am able to highlight it. I'm highlighting it right now.
Okay. Tell me if it works out for you. Because
Okay,
right now,
so
let's go to pie chart. 3D
I
pie
have a
chart.
question as well when on this graph when y'all finish.
That's fine. Once we're done with Alana's question, we'll address your question.
wait, can you guys hear me? Yeah, you can. Okay. Yay, I'm able to see everything. Mine looks just like yours now. Thank
Okay.
you.
Now, excuse me, who had the other question?
Nisha, so with my pie chart, I can't get them. How do you convert the numbers from negative like dollar signs to percentages? It's just saying the price in my chart.
So, I know Diana did hers a different way from me. But if you go to chart design and add chart element, you can add data labels. And depending on the data label you use, it'll give you different variables.
Okay.
So right here, data callout, that allows us to have the percentages and the names on it. So this is probably the clearest of the charts. But these other charts, they also work.
So
And I
you're just
believe,
changing the
go on.
I said so you're just changing the chart design, that's all.
Yeah, chart design, add chart element, and go to data labels.
Gotcha.
And remember to change your chart title. And you can also change the way it looks by going to the chart styles.
How did you switch, like, how did you type car loan, car insurance, rent, all that? How did you add that?
So what we did, I'm gonna do it again real quick. I highlighted the annual totals, which is N13 through N17. And then I went and highlighted A13 through A17, which is the corresponding.
You also have 31M highlighted, just so you know.
Okay, thank you, Diana. And once you do that, if you go to insert, and you can, if you know the chart you want, like a pie chart, you can put insert pie chart, or you can go to recommended charts, and it'll make a pie chart for you with the with the legend already made for you. Let me know if that works for you, Sophia. And again, if you wanted to add the percentages, I'm sorry,
Hello.
who? Yep.
Dia speaking. I was not able to highlight both of the column A, which is the title, and the amount at the same time. Could you
I
go back?
should tell you how to do that. So
Yeah, I
first,
know to click command or control on my keyboard, but I was not able to do that because it says that my information could not be combined
okay.
because I have a different version of Excel.
Okay, I'll show you another way to do that. So,
Yeah, your way. Your way. Yep.
so let's delete this chart real quick. And we're gonna make a new chart. This time I'm only gonna highlight this. Are you able to do this, Dia? Highlight one section.
Yep, yep. I can do that.
So we're gonna make a chart. Let's make it a
Okay.
pie chart. Pie chart. Now, if you do this, you won't have the names of your legend, but you go to add chart.
Element.
I believe this is where I went last time.
Oh yeah, legend. Okay.
No. Hold on. I think I did the wrong thing. So you click the chart, make sure you're in chart design, and then you go to change, select data. I'm sorry.
Wait.
You see where it
Where
says,
was I?
okay.
Okay.
So
Yep.
I'll click on it again. You see chart
Okay.
design right here.
Yep.
And then you
Select that.
go to select data, and you see where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well,
You click edit.
have the same thing. My screen look a little different, but
Are you just tell me if you're able to click edit and select.
yes.
Okay.
I have legend entries from series 1. And then I have horizontal category axis labels, and then my Y value.
Okay. What's to the right? Horizontal. What's on your horizontal category axis labels? Do you see that?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does it say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Nope. There's no column like that. It's just I have to manually type it in, I believe. But sorry,
Okay.
guys. I just have a different version.
It's
I
fine.
can
Can
just
you share your screen real quick? See if I can help you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna temporarily stop sharing my screen so I can see Dia's.
Okay. Wait, no, I have to share my screen, my entire screen. Okay. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
This is my horizontal category.
Okay. Now, are you able to highlight anything while in that mode?
Oh, wait. Like this?
Yeah, highlight those and see if yeah. Click OK.
Oh, yeah.
It worked out? Great.
Yep.
Okay, let me start streaming again. Okay, can everybody see this?
We can. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So, are there any more questions about the first chart, or can we go on to the second chart?
I only had one question, and it was how you put car loans, car insurance, rent, cell phones, and student loans. You were about to go over it, but yeah.
Okay, I'll do it again. If you're able to select two things at one time, first you would have to select what you want to initially. So you would select the annual totals, which is N13 through N17. And then you would go over here. First, you would hold down Control. Make sure you keep it held down. And then you would select car loans and all these things right here. That way you can select two things at once. So try making a new chart, Alana.
Okay, hold on. Let me hold Control and then do the two things at once, like you said. Hold on.
Then we're going to go to pie chart. And then it will fill our legend in for us. Or we can go to recommended charts and see what they will recommend. We need percentages, so we're going to use a pie chart.
I held down to it, but it didn't work for me. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it right.
If that doesn't work, I don't believe it works for Dia either. So you would you would only highlight, hold on. You would only highlight the annual totals.
Okay.
You would create the chart. So we need a pie chart.
Am I making another pie chart?
You don't need to. So go to the chart design tab of one of your pie charts.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? This thing right up here.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go click on in the data section. We're gonna click on select data.
Okay, let me go to that real quick.
Now something like this should pop up for you, where it says Legend Entries Series and horizontal category access labels. And with this horizontal category access labels, go on.
I'm trying to get there. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Take your time. For what this thing right here, these horizontal axis labels, it's basically referring to your legend.
Right.
So do you see, were you able to get to that screen?
Yes, I am. I'm on the screen right now.
Now we're going to click edit where it says horizontal category axis labels. And we're going to select A13 through A17, which are the corresponding values for the numbers that we already have.
You said A13 through A17?
Yeah, so car loan through student loan.
Okay, I got it. And then after
OK.
Perfect.
And then it should show up for you.
It definitely did. Thank you.
And remember to add the chart element for the data labels until you see one that has percentages. And you can also change the style. Any questions before we go on to the next chart?
Hi, it's Ariana here. So just to double check, we're only supposed to have one of these three charts on the screen.
Yes, yes, we just made a bunch of charts to go over it again and again. One
Okay,
chart
thank you so
is
much.
more than enough.
Okay.
And I believe the directions ask for a percentage breakdown of annual totals. And I believe that's what we gave them. The number is negative because, I mean, the percentage is negative because the numbers are negative. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. If you want, if it's a big a deal to you, you can change it manually, I believe. But I'm not doing that personally. So we're going on to chart 2. Amount spent on groceries by month. That's going to be our next chart. And make sure you do this on a separate sheet. I mean, a new sheet. So we're going to make a new sheet. And let's call it sheet 2. Actually, I'm just going to call it 2. That's where my second chart is. And I'm going to go here. And I'm just going to click this thing right here. See this corner right here? It'll highlight the entire sheet, and I'm just going to click copy. You can also duplicate the sheet in the sheet tab. By left clicking on one of your sheets. You can put move or copy and click create a copy. That also will make a copy for you. But right now, all I want is the data, not the pie chart. So I'm going to delete this one, I believe. Or was it this one? I think it's 3. I'm going to rename this to 1. That's our first chart. Okay. Can somebody read number 2 for me? Sorry.
It's fine, I got it. It says using the attached spreadsheet, your second chart should show the amount spent on groceries by month. Hint, there are 2 chart types you should use here. Make sure you use the one appropriate to show the data or to show how the data is arranged in rows.
Mm-hmm. So the good thing about Excel is that when you make a chart, it asks you, it provides the recommended charts. Also, as I showcased in the beginning, if some people weren't here for that, I use ChatGPT to make these instructions easier, and it also tells me which chart would be most valuable. So first we're going to select the data. So we're going over groceries. We're going by month. So we're going to highlight January through December. Make sure you don't put in the annual totals for this one. And then we're going to let's go to recommended charts. Now this one, we're trying to display. So what are we trying to display right here? Amount spent on groceries by month. So a normal clustered column
you have to highlight the
would work well.
months.
Yeah. So I'm filling clustered column. Is anybody filling anything else?
I'm feeling clustered to column as well. I feel like it shows it the best. I could see why somebody would want to do a line, but I'm feeling clustered.
So we're going to go with this one. So let's rename it to amount spent on groceries by month. I'm just going to copy this. Paste it here.
I just labeled mine groceries. Was that like a bad thing?
Hey.
I think that's fine too.
Yeah,
Groceries
that's
is
fine. Yeah.
Or if you want to do, you could do groceries and then in like quotation marks or like in a comma amount on groceries. I don't know, it's up to you, but that's fine too.
Guys, this is Andrea. And on the instructions, it says in rows, so I don't think that's the right one.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Why is it
In
clustered
rows.
column, not clustered bar?
Yeah.
It
Because
says in
that goes
rows.
with,
Yeah. It
yeah,
says
it's
that
supposed to say it's
instructions.
rows.
Okay, so if we need rows, let's get rid of this
Wouldn't
real
it be
quick.
clustered bar then?
I did a stack bar. I mean, a stacked column. Bar.
I think it's supposed to be bar though, because bar is what gives you like rows.
So rows as in horizontal, is that the biggest difference?
It just says in rows. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, if you're thinking about it as like on the Excel. Yeah.
This time I'm gonna try to highlight the months as well, see if that auto does it for me. If not, I have the solution for that. So let's go to 2D bar.
That one that DeAndre had just had up, that's literally the one I did for the groceries.
Yeah, this is everybody okay with this one?
Oh no, not this one. The one you had before that.
This one?
No, before you just like
I actually
it
have
was like
that one.
they coming down to the it's something like that.
Okay. So if she's asking for rows, this one would work.
That I got that one. I think that's the right one.
Okay.
That is in rows.
Yeah, I have that one
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that one looks better.
Okay.
Also, you highlighted months as well, right? Or no?
Yeah, just like in a pie chart, if you highlight the data and the legend at the same time, which would be, in this case, would be the months, it should auto do it for you when you create a chart.
DeAndre, which one did you just select?
So I selected, in this case, it would be row 19B
No,
through M.
which chart did you just select?
Oh, so
That cluster bar chart looks like really like, I don't know, messy, like really close. I don't know. It doesn't look professional.
so let's see if we can make it better. Let's go to chart design. So close. Let's see if what could we do about that. I went to quick layout. Is that better, Kanisha? Layout 2 gives a little space in between.
I think it looks better, yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm struggling.
Layout
Okay.
3.
You said quick layout. Let me go back to mine. For some
So if you go to
reason,
the chart design tab,
okay, yeah.
you should be able to see some in the chart label section. It should say quick layout.
Okay.
And in this case, I'm clicking layout 3.
It's probably because I got mine colored as well. Let me see. You said 3?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna.
layout 3.
Okay. Mine doesn't look like yours though. I don't know.
Do you want to share your screen?
Sure. How do you do that? Sorry, y'all. I don't know how to work Discord. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop streaming for a while so I can look at Kanisha's.
Module. Oh, there you go. Oh wait, no. Okay, there you go. You see this?
Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, something about like I don't know. It's just like I feel like it doesn't look professional enough. So this is the one I had before though, but y'all said that
Yeah, you can change the design if you don't like that one.
Uh-huh.
Like
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I had changed the design, but like it's like that's why I had chose that previous graph I don't know if it's like my data. I don't know, but it's like every time I look at it, it doesn't look clean. Like,
Yeah, I picked
So
one with spaces in between, so it doesn't look all bunched up.
yeah. Okay.
were you able to find a quick layout though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found that right when you showed me.
I only have one problem. I'm not sure if I select the right series, but yours show what, like it shows the months, but mine just shows like a whole bunch of series. It
Okay,
shows series 1 through. Uh-huh.
we're gonna do the same thing we did with the pie chart. If you aren't able to select both the grocery row and the month, let's do that real quick. Let's do this by only selecting the groceries. And we're gonna make a chart. We're gonna make a bar chart, 2D bar chart. Just change the layout real quick to layout 3. And then we're gonna click the chart, go to chart design tab. We're gonna select data. And now where it says series, you're gonna have to edit them. Actually, let's see if we can. Ew. I think for this one, you're gonna have to edit them one by one. What sucks, but
So as well. Okay.
all you need to do is click on each series. So for series 1, you're gonna click on January. And once you do that, you should see how January has changed from series 1 to January. I mean, how series 1 has changed to January. Let's see if it correlates to the other thing we have. Yeah, so you would just have to go step by step. So series 1 would be January and series 12 would be December. If you aren't able to select both at the same time, the easier way would be to select the grocery tab and then also select the months. And you would do this by holding control. But if you aren't
I don't
able
know
to
if
do
this helps. Sorry.
you can
But
go.
I wasn't able to copy both of them at the same time. So I just copied the months first and pasted it, and then I copied the groceries and pasted it.
Yeah, that would work. Let's try Anaya's solution. So let's delete this chart real quick. First, we're going to go to the months. Then we're going to go to insert, bar chart, 2D bar.
Oh wait, sorry. Like I would like create a whole new like sheet and then copy and paste it on the sheet and then make the chart by selecting all of it, if that makes sense.
I'm not sure it does, Anaya.
It's
On my
alright, never
first
mind.
hearing of your sentence, I do not immediately understand. But eventually I will.
She's saying she will copy it, so she's gonna take the January through December, copy that, put it on a new worksheet, like the one she's working on, and then she'll go back, she'll copy the grocery numbers, paste it there,
Diana,
and
I'm
then
going
she'll
to be
select
honest with you.
both
I'm
ones.
lost. Okay? I'm going to be honest with
Okay.
you. But Anaya, do you want to share your screen? Show us what you did?
No, guys, it's okay. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna do the one by one. But yeah, I'm just having. I don't know why I'm having trouble with doing it. But
Is it
do I
working for you, Alana?
Yeah, I was just gonna implement it one by one. Do I just type the word January?
Yeah, so series 1 you would type in January, series 2 February, series 12 December.
Right. Do I hit edit on the left hand side? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But Anaya, do you want to show us how you did yours if it's an easier solution?
It's alright. Alana said she'll do it one by one.
Okay. Diana, did you have an easier solution?
I think the easiest is just selecting it, holding control and selecting it again, so no.
Yeah. Okay, and you want to name this Thai grocery?
Hi, this is Ariana talking. So I know you guys just showed this and I almost had it.
It's no problem.
But I clicked the chart, went to insert and everything, and I clicked add chart element, but how do you get to the series part to where I can actually sit there and do it one by one?
Okay, so you're on chart 2, correct?
Yep, chart 2, then I clicked the chart and then went to add chart element.
Okay. I don't think we used that yet in this. So I don't believe we added an element yet. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
let
I'm
me
trying to
just
get to the part to where you guys add January, February, and stuff like that.
so let me recollect what you did. You highlighted the groceries.
Yeah, so I made the chart and everything. Everything's fine except for it just still says series 1 through 12.
Okay. So in that case, let's make a new chart real quick. Click on your chart, go to chart design, and in the data section, you would see something say select data.
Okay, that's where I messed up. Okay,
And
thank
then
you.
on the legend entries
Mhm.
series, actually, let me see if I can make this easier. Let's switch this real quick. Now it says 1, 2, 3, 4. Blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
I want to edit it.
How did you get to that? I saw that when I did mine because I was playing around with it, but when I try to do it again, I cannot get to it.
In the chart design tab. Kanisha,
Okay.
what were you not able to get to?
You know how
And
it was saying series 1, series 2.
uh-huh.
So on one of my spreadsheets, I was able to I was playing around with it and I found how you change it. But then on my on another spreadsheet, I was trying to change it and I forgot how I went through that to change the from series to like what I wanted it to be.
So are you able to get to the chart design tab?
Yes.
And then we would click on select data, which is in the data tab. I mean, in the data section of the chart design tab. Do you see that?
Yes.
Once you click that, you should be brought up to something like this that says legend entries series and horizontal category access labels.
Okay.
And from there, you can change the values. So I just found a shortcut so you don't need to do it step by step. I'm going to showcase it. Let me cancel this. So you see how it says series?
Yes.
I'm going to go to select data. First things first, I'm going to switch these columns real quick. Makes your chart look weird, but don't worry about it. Let me edit these. I'm going to edit the labels. Now I'm going to select January through December. Okay. Now all the series have been replaced with the months. Now I'm going to switch it back. So that's a quick way to do it if you aren't able to select both at once. The quickest way is to select both the grocery row and the month row. But if you aren't able to do that, you can use that shortcut I just told you. And you can also change the style, the layout.
Yeah, I've been noticing that some charts look better in different styles.
I only have one thing to say. I don't see my January. Like I see all of my other months down below, but not my January. I'm trying
It's
to
not
figure
in
out
column
why.
B. Do you have a column B?
Mm, what do you mean?
So on your Excel sheet, do you have a column B?
Oh no, I'm saying like in the chart, I don't see January. I mean, yeah, I don't see January in my chart.
Okay, then
Like
you
month.
most likely made an error along the way, but you can restart it real quick and see if you're able to do it the easy way that I just showed. Because when you're doing it step by step, if you might accidentally click on something in the wrong way or something. But do you have 12
No, just 11.
legend? Okay. So that means you have to make sure you select all 12 of the columns in the grocery row. And once you do that, make your another chart, and let me know if that works for you. Also, remember, change the name of your chart to something involving groceries. That's the one that I'm using. Ooh. I'll put it right here. Okay. Any more questions about chart 2 before we move on to chart 3?
Yeah, I noticed that I did highlight everything like you had mentioned. I highlighted what is it, from January through December, but I don't know. I think I only have
Okay, can you share
11
your
still.
screen real quick, Alana?
Ugh.
Are you able to do that? If not,
No.
I'll try to do it again, step by step.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can't. I'm sorry.
So are you able to select 2 rows at once or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're just going to select the groceries. So that should be from B19 to M19. And we're going to insert a chart, 2D chart, 2D bar chart. Then we should be left with this. Are you able to get this? So after you do that, are you able to get this and have 12 series? Can you try that real quick for me, Alana?
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to now. One, two, three, 4, 5. Did you click on recommended charts or no?
No, I just clicked on insert and I went to the bar chart and I clicked 2D bar. If you clicked on recommended charts, let's see what happens when we do that.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think what went wrong was, I'm not sure what went wrong, but this time I do have 12 series, and then I know how to change the series, so we're all good. Thank you.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we move on to chart number 3?
Yes. It's Ariana again.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but can you show me that quick
No
way
problem.
again?
No problem.
Thank you.
So let me bring this chart back. Now I'm going to click on the chart. I'm going to go to the chart design. Are you able to do that?
Yes.
Ariana?
Ari.
Yeah,
Ariana.
Ari, I'm sorry. Now let's go to select data.
Mhm.
So are we here right now, Ari?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I have a sister named Ariana.
You're okay.
Alright, so once we're here, we're going to switch the column, switch the row / column. Now we're going to pick edit on the 1 through 12. And we're just going to select January through December. Click OK. Now we're going to switch them back. Let me know if that works out for you.
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Yeah. And remember, you can edit your chart to make it look however you want it. You can probably add some things. Let's see if we can add some elements. Add error bars, grid lines. I remember her saying something about grid lines. Let's see, let's put some. See what happens when you put some here.
Just to confirm on this, I'm sorry, just to confirm on the steps, you had clicked switch column / row, then you clicked edit, and then you clicked on the cells from January through December.
Yes. Let me know if that works out for you. Now, I know she said she wanted grid lines, but I don't know if we're able to do this on this type of chart. Or maybe it's just the color. Maybe the color of my grid lines don't match with that chart. Let's try it on this chart. Let's go to grid lines. There's some grid lines there. They look whack though. See if we can change the color. Go to green. So yeah, if you want grid lines, you can add grid lines. I remember she asked for some in the instructions.
Okay, I'm sorry. I went through January through December, and then you said just switch the columns back and then hit OK.
Mm-hmm. Also add data labels, stuff like that, error bars, things like that. But the only thing that I would recommend adding is grid lines, since she wants them somewhere, I believe. I don't know where specifically, but it's better to just have some, period. So is everybody good on chart number 2?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. I'm gonna move on to chart number 3. Let's make a new chart. And let's call it 3. Because in the instructions, she said she wants each chart on a different freaking, what's it called? Sheet. So that's what we're gonna do. Now we could copy the whole sheet, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go right here, and then I'm gonna copy, and then I'm gonna paste. I'm gonna delete these charts real quick. But first, let's look at the instructions for number 3. Using the attached spreadsheet, your third chart will show a grouping of variable expenses by month for the entire year. This chart should be called annual variable expenses. Hint, there are 2 types of charts you could use here. Make sure you use the one appropriate to how the data are arranged in columns. So in the last one, it said in rows. I missed that. This one, it says in columns. So we will most likely be using a column chart, I guess. Let's go back to the sheet. So we're going we need the variable expenses for each month. So variable expenses, those are these: groceries, entertainment, gas, heat, electric, Visa, and Amex. Since we want the months, we are not going to include the annual totals or the total expenses. Make sure you don't include those. But you will be selecting B19 through M25. And let's also try select this as well. I know since they're all close together, I believe everybody should be able to try this. You don't need to be able to click critical or anything. Let's look at the recommended charts. We might not be able to use, yeah, so the names aren't coming up immediately. This is not the chart we want anyway. So this time we're just going to click the numbers, which is B19 through M25. Insert a column chart. So which one do we think looks the cleanest? Clustered column. I think this is stacked column. And this is 100% stacked column, but we don't need percentages, so I'm just gonna leave that out. Which one would we rather have in this circumstance? Anybody got any type of opinion at all?
I'm looking. The other one looked nice. This one looks a little too complicated.
The second one. I
Yeah,
feel the second one.
the second one.
Okay,
It's less
stacked
harsh on
column.
the eye.
Okay.
We're supposed to do a column cluster chart for this one, right?
It needs to be a column chart, but it can either be a stat column or cluster column. Whichever
Okay, so
one you
I
think
did a
looks cleaner.
cluster column for mine.
On my first one, I did a cluster column as well, but I believe in this, for this chart, this will work out fine.
That's okay. Can I show y'all mine?
Sure. Let me stop streaming real quick.
Mind you, I told y'all I switched it up. This was supposed to be number 3, and I accidentally made like number 6, number 3. So it says all variable expenses when it's supposed to say annual variable expenses. I'm getting confused. I'm so sorry.
Are you streaming yet?
About to.
Okay.
It's right
Now
here.
you are.
Okay, so this is what my chart looks like. I'm not sure if this is correct or not.
Mm,
I put a
looks like a
data
lot.
table. That's why
Yeah.
I know. I put a data table to like label it because when I didn't have a data table, I felt like it was just like lines. Like it looked a little confusing. I was just trying to make it like look
So
as clean as possible.
if for the cluster column, if you go to add elements, you can add different legends and things, and you can spread things out
Right.
to make things look cleaner. So if you want to keep that chart, because the table is kind of OD, pretty sure people don't want to look at that. So I would get rid of it personally. And I would change the colors up a little bit. Do you know how to do that? I mean, like the colors of the letters.
Oh.
So you see
Yeah.
your January, February. Just click on January, February. So left click it. I mean right click it. I'm sorry. And we can't see it, but something about the font. So you would change the font size and the font color. Are you able to do that?
can change this side. Oh yeah, I can change the color too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So is that clean enough for you?
Oh shoot, didn't mean to put that. Sorry. You don't think this is like with the the date, well, like the months on top of the bars? You don't think it's a little confused? Should I lift them up?
Yeah, I
Or
was
put
Well,
them
also
below?
trying to see if we could lift them up.
so you meant like you want them to face upward?
Like, you know how they're sitting on the bars? I know it's a way we can like pull them up or like pull them down so like they're like right above the bars or right below the bars instead of being on top of the bars.
Yeah. Let's see if you go to quick layout, what pops up. Let's see if they're able to do that for you. If not, just click the one that you like
Yeah, every time they
and
take
then
it off
drag
when
it.
they put that thing, click to the right.
Yeah, drag the names above the chart. Are you able to do that?
Mm. Um, I don't know. Gotta play with this some more.
But in all honesty, Kanisha,
Hmm.
if Miss Tanya, like, I don't think she's gonna strike off points if it's like the way it looks now.
Okay.
I believe it's good enough. And that's what I do most of the time. I just do good enough. Alright, let me
Alrighty.
share my screen.
My computer is 92.
Right now, we have a different type of chart. We have the stat column chart. And our problem right now is we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When we want to have groceries through Amex. So we're going to click the chart, go to chart design, select data. We're going to edit this 1, 2, 3, 5, 1 through 7, I mean. Click OK.
Wait, do we have to have this chart or can we have the one that you just had before?
You can have
Or either one?
Either.
Okay. Because I had this chart, and when I came back and I saw we had the other chart, I switched to the other chart, and now this chart is back.
Both work.
I'm like, wait, what?
I'm sorry that you had to do it twice, but both work.
Yeah, isn't
Okay.
this one of those directions where it say 2 charts? Like you could do 2 charts for this one or something like that?
Uh-huh. No, I'm just going to quick layout, see if anything looks better. This looks pretty good. Everything's separated. Layout 9. That looks crazy. So I'm feeling layout 9. Does anybody else want the original layout? Or right here?
When I try and change my quick layout, it gives me like really weird options and like
Yeah, some of them are
clusters all
definitely
the
gonna be.
information together.
Yeah, some of them are definitely gonna be weird. So let's stick with the normal one.
Okay.
So what was I about to do? Oh, we need to change this series thing. So we're gonna go to the data. And just like the last time, we're gonna switch the rows real quick. Now we're gonna edit this 1 through 12. And we're gonna select January through December. Click oh, I clicked OK. But actually, this don't look that bad. Yeah, this look good. I'm gonna leave them switched unless anybody else has an opinion. Would you guys we rather have this chart or this chart?
Did I change my chart?
No, it don't matter. Your chart is done, Nisha. But I'm asking for
I
those
like
who
the
want
second
the
one.
so this one?
Yes. Also, when I tried to do that quick way that you showed me last time where you just switch the row slash column, it like blanked it out to where I can't click on that.
Okay, so I know you don't want to do this, but try to make a new chart and see if because do you know what the issue was?
No. I can just try to make a new chart really quickly.
Yeah.
Um,
So select B19 through M25 and make a clustered or stacked column chart.
and then I'm at the chart now and I'm pressing select data. And okay, so it has groceries and stuff already set up. Okay, I think I got it now.
Okay. Now my only question here would be, is our data correct? Because if we look at this right here, these big numbers, when we look at our chart, do we see numbers those that big anywhere? So I'm thinking we made a mistake along the way. By we, I mean I. So let me go back to my original chart and see if it looks like that.
Did you include the total?
Say it again, I'm sorry?
Did you include the totals?
Yes, that has to be it. Or because I can't think of any other reason why. So let's try to make a new chart
That's
real
the
quick.
only thing that goes up to like $4,000.
Uh-huh. So if you have these 1,000 big numbers, I would suggest making a new chart. Now let's see if this one is immediately different. You went with a static column. No, this one says thousands as well. So maybe, what do I have selected that makes it say thousands? Pretty weird. Is anybody else having this problem as well? I didn't have this problem on my first go around, so I don't know
Mine
the
goes up
solution
to
yet.
350.
Yeah, and it should.
Yeah, it goes up to 350.
For some reason,
Mine
it's
is having
only
the same problem.
yeah. For some reason, I only have this in the stacked columns. So maybe what it's doing is it's adding up the total for the month. That's probably what it's doing. So I don't believe stacked columns would work for this scenario. Unless, hold up. Let's see, let's switch it again. Go to chart design, select data, go to switch it, and it goes, nope, it's still not what we want. But if we look at,
Try a cluster column.
yeah, cluster column will work because for my
Yeah,
original
that's
chart,
what's getting
I use a cluster
350.
column and it works. So maybe stat column isn't the other chart that works. Does anybody know the other chart that works? Or is there anybody with cluster column that is able to figure this solution out? Or do you have the same problem where your numbers?
I'm sorry.
I'm using the clustered column chart right now, and it stops at 350.
Yeah, as
Hey
it should.
guys, I have to log off real quick. You said there will be a recording, right, of this?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is due
Yeah,
tonight.
that's what I used as well. Custom column, and it gave me the 350.
Uh-huh. So I would suggest everybody go with cluster column, unless somebody with stat column has figured out a way to make it work. I feel like in general, cluster column doesn't give us the same mistake.
So we want it to say 350.
Yeah, because that's the highest number in this data set.
Yeah, you do want it to include the totals. I don't know what is
So an
wrong with
easier
that
way to
bar
do
one,
that,
but for some reason it's making totals.
yeah. So we're going to change the chart type, and we're going to go to cluster column. I guess 3D column would work, but it don't look good. So we're going to go to cluster column. And since you already have the title, the things entered in, it should auto do it for you. We're going to switch it back. Now this is good. So let's fix these letters since we can't really see them. I'm going to see if I can drag them. Don't look like it. I am able to drag the chart though, but I'm not able to drag these letters. So I'm going to click the letters. I'm going to left click them. Go to font. Just make them bigger. Make them like 14. Change the color to yellow. Not going to look clean, but everybody's going to be able to see it. Except for this heat. People can't see that. Change the color again. Actually, we can give it a background. Give it a black background. There we go. And I was saying this to Sophia, but she left, I believe. There's going to be a video. But considering how long this is taking, I don't know when that video is going to be uploaded. And this is due tonight. So if you can stay, I suggest you ask your questions and get your sheet done. Your work done as soon as possible. But if you can't, hopefully I get that video up. Okay. So are all the steps here? Or do we need to do anything else? We have most things, I believe.
I feel like it's okay because if you add data labels, it's going to look messy.
I think we already have grid lines, but let's see if I can add some more. I'm going to do primary, minor, horizontal. That's the only thing that I added. And we got to remember to change the title of the sheet to annual variable expenses. Okay. I believe that's all for chart 3. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Let me know. Right now I'm about to make a new sheet and call it 4. We're halfway there. And I believe these next charts are easier, if I remember, but I don't remember. Maybe I'm just hoping. I'm gonna copy everything. paste everything. I'm going to delete this chart. And we're going to make the new one. So let's read the instructions. For number 4. Using the attached spreadsheet, your fourth chart will show a line that demonstrates the monthly change in income from J&B Consulting for the entire year. So let's go here. Hold on, give me a second. Yes. Okay. Well, you just got on camera, but nobody can hear you. You just walked through. What can I do?
I just asked you, was it off?
I'm sorry. Are you walking back through that?
Yes. And I'm going out the front.
Hey, can you hurry up? I'm talking to a bunch of people. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. What's up? What was I talking about? Anybody remember? J&B Consulting. I believe we have to the monthly change in income for J&B Consulting. We're going to highlight. Ooh, say it again.
Oh, nothing. You got it.
So we're going to highlight B7 through M7. Now for this chart, since we're trying to display a change over time, I would use a line graph. A line chart. Look at the recommended charts though. Let's see what they provide. Oh, and if you can, try to select both the month and the data set. That way we don't have to enter the months.
Do you hold the control key when you
select the
do them
months?
both?
No. When you do the first one, you can do it normal. But before you click anything, make sure you hold control and then you go to the months.
Okay, thank you.
And if you aren't able to do that, remember the steps that we did in the previous charts, they should work for this one.
Okay.
So let's look at the different types of line. No. All of these look bad so far. So I'm going to go to recommended charts. Because they gave me a good one.
Yeah, I just went to recommend charts. And yeah.
There's also this right here. Looks good. We're going to use this one. So our months are there. What else is there? Money is there. And everything looks correct. The highest number is just above 500.
Do we need to change the title of the chart? I think so. I need to figure out what's the name.
Yes. So we're going to name the title of the chart. Well, I'm going to name my title to something income from J&B Consulting. And I'm doing that because it was easy to copy and paste. Now, let's see if we can add some elements. Before I do that, does anybody have any questions? Nope. So I'm going to add a trend line. Average. Actually, I don't like the trend line. It makes things less neat. I'm going to add some drop lines though. Also, let's see. Data labels? Maybe. Should we add data labels? Or are we good?
That one is up to you.
I already
I
did mine. So I'm saying,
I
what's
put
up
data
for
labels.
you? Okay. Add some grid lines, I guess. I believe that's everything, right? Our axes are labeled appropriately, I'd say.
How did you get those lines that were that's pointing down again? Like that's going towards the month?
So you go to add chart element, which is in chart design. Then you go to lines, and you go to drop lines.
Okay.
You can also change the color if we want to.
Sorry, DeAndre. This is Fanta. How did you get the one that says January, February? How did you do that?
January through February. So the easiest way to do that is the first, you select the data that you need, which in this case would be B7 through M7. And then you hold down Control and you select January through December. Are you able to do that, Fanta?
Oh, I have to do it again. Okay, hold up.
Yeah. And once you do that, you make a new chart.
Okay.
Were you able to select both?
Yeah, I'm working now. Yeah, thank you.
And then you go to recommended charts, take the line, and then it should have the months filled out for you. And if you aren't able to do that, if you are only able to select the numbers, the data, we're going to do basically the same thing. Recommended charts, put a line chart. But then we're going to click, go to chart design, we're going to select data. And where it says 1 through 12, we're going to edit that. So it says January through December. Click OK.
That's much easier. Thank you.
And we get the same result.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions on chart number 4 before we go to chart number 5?
No.
Andre, are you trying to say something? Or
Oh, I was saying I was all good.
Okay. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Going on to chart number 5. So I'm gonna make a new sheet, rename it to 5. I'm gonna take everything on this sheet and I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it. I'm also gonna delete these charts. We no longer need them. But we're going to read these instructions right here. So number 5, using the attached spreadsheet, your 5th chart will show a scattered description of both credit card payments, Amex and Visa, over the course of the entire year. Make sure both data sets appear on the same chart and add the necessary lines to indicate the overall trends of the data sets. Scattered description of both credit card payments. So in my first what's it called? First chart, I just used another line graph. She said she wanted something scattered, but the scattered chart looked ugly for me. Let's click on this real quick. Let me change my
Hello?
chart to.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. This is Natalie. On the fourth chart, my chart did not have the y-axis numbers. Do you guys think that would be a problem?
So the y-axis, you mean the
Yeah.
0 through 600?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a problem. So make sure you have you. Let's try it again. So just select B7 through BM. This is where we get our numbers from.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do it your way.
And I'm gonna ask, does your line look the same? Because without the numbers, I don't know how you would get your line.
My line does look the same. It's just it was not the way you guys had did it.
Okay. So when
I mean, I
you
could show y'all, but it just looks like the line is perfect and it has the data inside.
okay, that's cool. Are you able to change that? So if you go
I mean, I
to,
could try.
let's see if we can get the same chart that you have real quick. If you have the data on it, I guess it would work.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't feel like making it look like ours, you can leave it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But reminder, I said I guess it would work. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see your
Mm-hmm.
chart, and I'm not Miss
Do you
Tanya.
want to?
Yeah, share your screen. Let me stop streaming real quick. Go ahead.
This is what it looks like.
Okay. It does show the change over the month, so I guess it would work. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to present this, I feel like it'll be obvious what's happening. The
Her
trend.
numbers are there. It's just like in between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were a
Oh, it's
teacher,
blurred.
I'd give you full points.
Thanks. I'm gonna try and do it your guys' way,
Okay, do you
but
need
this is what
help
it
doing
looks
that?
like. No. I just want to know if this would have been okay for Tanya.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yes.
Yeah, maybe it would have been okay. I don't know.
Thanks.
Any other questions about chart number 4? Anybody? So let's go back to chart number 5. Chart number 5, we're supposed to be highlighting the difference between Amex and Visa over the course of the year, I believe. Let me check it again. Let's try to get the names in there too. Holding critical. Let's make a chart. Let's go to recommended charts. They don't give us any recommended charts. Let's go to the line charts.
Quick
So this is a
question.
stack
How come?
line.
Wait, can you hear me? I'm sorry. My question is, how come you're not highlighting from January to? I'm sorry, from January through December, because they're asking for the whole year.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that as well.
And then, because I noticed once I highlighted from January through December, then they actually recommended me a chart.
Okay.
I'm using one of the recommendations.
Instead of highlighting Amex and Visa, since those are only 2 things, I'm only gonna highlight the numbers, and the months. Put that on accident. So that would be B23, B24, I'm sorry. B24 through M25. And then the months. Now let's go to recommended charts. Clustered column, a line chart, a stat area, stat column, 100%. The line chart looks good to me. But first, she
I
said
think
she wanted it
she wanted
scattered.
it to be a scatter. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what that looks like. Because whenever I used the scattered chart, it didn't look nice for me. So let's see where scattered is.
It's a little bit lower. It's not in the lines.
Not in the lines. Ooh, here it is. So it can look like this, like this, like this. This. Well, since everything's the same, we basically have a bunch of the same number. If we look at the values for Visa and Amex, we get the same numbers again and again. But I'm gonna try to.
Wait, if you click on more scatter charts right there at the bottom, they show a better one in that.
Ooh.
Click on more scattered. Oh, it was just there a second ago.
Thank you,
Go
Alana.
back.
I see it.
Yeah, right there. That one right there. The last one. I think that one looks great.
So use Alana's advice and go to more scattered charts. And you'll get a clean one. Let's change the title to credit card payments, Amex and Visa. The only problem here with this chart, we don't know which one is Amex and which one is Visa. So let me see if I can do something about that.
You're right. I wasn't paying attention to that. But I noticed that a lot with all of the other charts as well. Like I wasn't able to identify which is which.
In our previous charts?
Oh no, not in our previous charts. I'm just saying whenever we're trying to find a chart.
Oh yeah, in these charts, I don't know. Let's see if quick layout can give us something.
Can I show you mine? I did a scatter chart, but I don't know. I don't know how it looks like. I don't know.
Yeah, scatter charts are going to be hard. So let me try to figure out this one first.
Yeah.
So let's select data, see if we can change something.
You could also try changing the chart design so it makes it a lot more clear. Like, when you click on chart design, you can scroll to find the perfect one that has like the lines connected. That's what I did.
Yeah, but right now, what I really want is to highlight Amex and Visa. Because on my original one, which is right here, it's not a scatter chart, it's a line graph.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see how Amex is and how Visa is. That's what I want for the scatter chart. So I'm going to see if I can do that.
How about if you go back to what is it? Select data. I believe it gives you two like February. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say that because I noticed on other charts it kind of gave you two sets of Februarys, two sets of, all the way up to December. I was gonna say you could do February, then in like in quotation marks, do what is it, Amex, if that makes sense, to help like identify which amount we're talking about. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you make sense. So, hold on. The thing that doesn't make sense are scattered charts. Why?
Yeah, that's the one I did scattered with the straight line.
Let's see what happens if we highlight Amex and Visa. I don't think it's gonna work out, but let's see what happens.
Why does it not show January and March, like the in-between months?
Well, you see right here, this legend. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, mine's doing the same thing.
So we're gonna
How
try
to
to
make it
figure that out
bigger?
together. She says she wants a scattered chart. The scattered charts so far have been proven to not be simple.
Yeah, that's the one I did. That one right there.
If I'm being honest, all of these suck. Why not just use a line graph? So let's change the data though. Actually, let's start with a blank chart. A blank scattered chart. Where is it? Right here. I'm going to select the data. Now, X values, Y values in the series. So for a series, I'm going to click Amex and Visa. For the X values, I'm going to pick the months, January through December. For the Y values, I'm going to select the data, money. Apparently that doesn't work. So let's just try one at a time. So first I'm going to try Visa. Then I'm going to try Amex. Alright, bro, I'm trying to change it. Let me change it. Okay. Yeah. Alright, first thing first, I'm going to restart. Series name, I'm going to click Visa. Now let's edit it. For the S values, select January to February. The Y values, I'm going to select all of the money, the data for Visa. See if that works. Now let's try to do the same with Amex. Select Amex. For the S values, months. For the Y values, the money. Let's see what we get. Click OK. For some reason it says 1 through 12 instead of the month. And we're missing some things. But they are, so Amex should be red. Visa is blue, I think, in this scenario. So this is closer to what we want. I don't know why there's a 14. See what we can do. That looks good, kinda. I don't like the numbers, but so far this is the best.
Okay, so you want us to go back and copy what you just did?
If you remember,
Yeah, I think I got it.
because this looks the cleanest to me. Does it look clean to you guys?
Yeah, it does. But is there any way we could like change the numbers to the months?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Add chart element. Yeah, so far I don't know.
The way that you showed Alana when she had to like type in one and change each individual one, would that way work or it wouldn't?
Well, when we do that, we can't see the numbers, we see the months. So I wouldn't know. Let's try to switch them, see what happens. So when we switch them, they go back to months instead of numbers. So maybe there's something up with the scattered charts where they only like numbers here. That's why I would prefer to just use a line graph. But she wants a scatter chart, so this is what we're going to give her. We might not be able to get the months itself, but
Guess she can't have everything.
I just did what you did, but my Visa and Amex aren't popping up on the side, but I did put in the Amex and Visa by clicking on the little things on the side.
Okay. So you're good?
I have 2 months on my oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't have the Visa and the Amex on the side, but I did follow what you did before.
Okay. So let me do it again real quick. So what did I do? I created a blank chart. And once you have this, you want to select the data. First things first. We're going to pick Visa. The S values, we're going to pick the months. For the Y values, we're going to pick the data for Visa. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with the Mets. We're going to make another one with the Mets. The S values, click the months again. For the Y value, we click the data again. Once we do that, okay. Just add a legend. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me go back. Okay, so let me delete this one real quick. So add a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Does it pop up?
yeah, that's where I was. I started making a whole new one, but I just needed to go back and just press the legend.
All right, cool.
So yes, thank you.
So right now, our only problem is that our months look like numbers. What were you saying, Kanisha? Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The scatter plot that I used, my months are showing. That's why I thought the legend would work. Yeah,
So
because
let's
when I took my
try to
legend off,
change the
it's
type.
there. Let me see. I used the scatter with smooth lines and markers. That's what I was saying. I don't know if that's a little confusing because, like, on one side it says Amex, and then on the other side of the marker it says Visa.
Okay, but when you do that, are you able to, hold on, can you share your screen real quick?
Yeah.
Right now, most of these don't look that good.
See this?
Hold on, give me a second.
You see that?
Yeah. So each month has its own thing for you.
It
So
has its
that's
own
okay.
color. Yeah. Then on my legend, it shows like, but then
It
like,
is. Yeah, it is a scattered chart, and you did put the names next
We
to
got
each
the
one.
months.
Yeah, so it might work. I don't know.
right. I didn't see in that video she gave us to refer. I didn't see anything about scatter charts in the video.
Yeah. So I don't know. In general, I don't know. But I'm just gonna say 0 through 12 is okay. If she wanted a better chart, it would be a line chart, a line graph. So is everybody okay with chart number 5? Oh, remember to change the title to something with Amex and Visa and the credit card payments. I'm gonna delete these real quick. Actually. Alright. So is everybody cool?
Yep.
Let's go on.
Are you gonna do it one more time for like the quick version? Sorry.
I'll
Can we
try.
do all variable expenses? Because that's the one I'm having the most troubles with.
All variable expenses. Is that the next one?
It's the very last one and the one after that. Those last two questions are the
Oh,
ones I'm having the most trouble
I just
with.
read the instructions. We gotta add trend lines. Before we move on to step number 5, click on chart design, add chart element, and let's go to trend line.
You're not sharing your screen, DeAndre.
Yeah, I was just
Oh,
about to
I
say.
forgot that I stopped. My bad. Sorry. Everybody can see?
Yep.
So add chart element. Go to trend lines. So far, nothing's popping up. I don't know why. Oh. So we're going to add one for Visa. And we're going to add another one for Amex. Okay. What else? Add trend lines and then repeat overall trends for each credit card. Add a title and label the assets appropriately. Sorry, Miss Tanya. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm gonna copy this line graph real quick. If you guys want to, you can also make a line graph that looks better. Just in case she gets mad. I'm gonna put this right here. And the line graph should be easier than the scatter chart. Total. If we look at them, they basically look the same. Honestly, don't know why scatter chart was so important, if I'm being honest. So are we all good with number 5?
Yes.
Sure.
Move on. Chart number 6. Let me read the instructions real quick. Using the attached spreadsheet, your 6th chart show a stacked overview of all variable expenses for fourth quarter listed by expense. And there are 2 chart types you could use here. Make sure you use the one appropriate to how The data are arranged in columns, so it has to be some type of column chart. Go back.
No. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I don't need help with number 6. I need help with number 3 because I did number 3 thinking like with the same directions as number 6, if that makes sense.
So what does your number 3 look
I
like?
need help with grouping variable expenses by month for the entire year.
Let's finish number 6, and then we'll come back to number 3. Is that okay?
Okay.
Right now, I'm gonna copy this sheet and go to number 6. I'm gonna paste everything. I'm gonna delete the charts. So we need to all variable expenses in the for the fourth quarter. So when they say fourth quarter, I'm assuming they mean the last half of the year, which is October, November, December. First quarter would be January, February, March. If anybody has a different understanding, let me know. So far, I don't hear anything, so I'm assuming we all agree. So the variable expenses are the groceries through Amex. And for the fourth quarter, it would be K19 through M25. And let's also try to highlight October, November, December. Should we do that, or should we do this? Well, this is more, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to insert, put recommended charts. And I think we're using a stack chart for this one. Yep. Stack chart will give us the totals for each one, I believe. And it will, hold on, let me look at the finished one. Yeah. Anybody want to suggest a different type of chart?
Okay, so I didn't do my wrong.
So let's change the series here. Go to chart design, select data. Switch these real quick. Got a series. I'm going to select October, November, December. Okay. So we switched them up. So it could look like this, or it could look like this. Which one do we prefer? The 3 columns or the 7 columns? Any preferences? Anything?
I like the 7.
Okay, 7. It's good enough.
My actual one was a 3-column one though.
Let's try to change these font so it looks a bit cleaner. I'm gonna right click it. Give it a background. Or these backgrounds don't look good. Give it a white background. Try to make it smaller. Let me see. That might be too small. I don't know yet. Make it yellow. Ooh, way too small. And yellow and white. What was I thinking? Hey, what? Change the background. Black. Yeah, that's good. I believe. So what else are we supposed to do? Make sure we title the chart appropriately. I'm going to title my chart All Variable Expenses for the Fourth Quarter. And I believe that's everything for this part. Any questions?
No, I think I got it.
So everybody's good? We can move on to, I believe, the last step. And then we're going to go back just in case anybody has any other questions. We're going to make another sheet. Call it 7. What up? Copy this.
Okay. That chart that we just did was for chart 5, right?
It's chart 6. Chart 5
Yeah.
is this.
Okay, okay. Then I'm good then.
Chart 6 is this.
So, the last question, that's not on the same sheet as chart 6?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, because she
Using
said
the
there was only supposed to be
attached
6 different.
Using the attached spreadsheet sheet, please use column O to add spark lines for each of the appropriate categories showing trends in the data from January through December. Select the style of spark line you think presents the data in the most descriptive way. Okay. I don't know, so I'm okay with doing it on this chart, number 6. But honestly, who knows?
Well, she went over it last time and she did say there are supposed to be 6 total
Okay.
worksheets.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this one on chart number 6. So for this one, we need to first, let's just highlight, do one first. So I'm gonna go to Cole University. I'm gonna go through January through December. I'm gonna insert. When you go to insert, you see spark lines. Now, do column. Location, click O. Okay. Location, let's click right beside it. So 06. That's what column looks like. That's what line looks like.
sorry.
And that's what
Would you
win line.
click to put that location range in?
Location range. I just clicked
Yeah.
on the O, I believe 660.
60. Okay.
So I'm gonna do
Are we doing the last question on the very first page or on the last page?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not gonna say it matters. Because if it did matter, they would have told us it was supposed to be on a certain page. But I'm putting it on the page that I was just on. Now I'm gonna do another one. Unless I can just drag this. If I drag this, will it look different? So yeah, you could just drag it. Let's try to drag it all the way here. Let's check our spark lines. Are they accurate? See how they look as lines. See how they look as one losses. So we're definitely not using one losses. I think we either need to use columns or lines. I'm gonna say columns, because that's what I used the first time. Let's try to make them more descriptive by adding some things. So where it says show, I'm gonna click high point or negative point, high point, and low point. And let's try to change the markers so that it's not all red. So the high point, I'm gonna make it green. Low point, leave it red. Negative points. Actually, low point, I'm gonna make it black. Negative points, let's leave that red. What else? I don't have a last point, don't have a first point. Let's change the color to okay. So I think that's all for step number 7. Link. Anybody have any questions?
Not that I can
I mean,
think.
my spark lines are not popping up.
And let's start over. Go back to, I'm gonna go here. First thing I did, I highlighted all the data for Cole University from January through December. Then I went to insert. I went to spark lines and I picked column.
Okay.
For the location range, click this box right next to it, which is 06. And then this popped up. And I just dragged it down. Honestly, I'm gonna drag it down this one too. Because January through December also have a total. Let's drag it down here too. Then I clicked all these. I clicked high point, low point, negative point to make it more descriptive. Then I changed the colors up. Made my high point green. Made my low point black. I made negative points red. And I changed the normal color to blue. So are you good now, Janisha? Is it working?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. I did one, but I'm trying to drag it down.
Okay, let me know if it works.
Okay.
All right, is everybody good with step number 7?
No, I am completely lost.
Okay, start again. Or were you able to see what I did the first time though?
I kind of just selected like the O column and then I clicked the column spark lines and then it asked for a data range.
Yeah, so if you select the whole column, it's not gonna work. So first thing you wanna do, let's go to Cole University, set up data for that. insert spark lines as columns. And when we do that, it's going to ask us for the location. We pick 06, which is the column right next to column N, and it's in row 6.
Gotcha. Do we have to do each of the rows individually?
So once we
For,
do
like,
this
JP
first,
and
can you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Once we do this first one, we're going to grab this corner of the box and we're going to drag it down all the way to the bottom. Then it does it for us.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And then you can change the colors and stuff like we did, like I just showed you. If you need help, let me know. So any other questions for step number 7?
No.
Everybody good?
Yes.
Okay. When you are finished, please submit this single file to Schoology. So now we went over everything. I know Kanisha wanted to re-go over number 3. Does anybody need to re-go over any of these steps? Yep, Kanisha.
Is number 3 supposed to be in a chart, or are you just supposed to group it?
I believe I used let me check number 3 again. We used the column. I used a cluster column chart. So my months.
I used to cluster column too. I think I was in here when you went over that. But it says something about grouping them.
In what type of way?
Let me see. It says using an attached spreadsheet, your third chart will show a grouping of variable expenses by month of the entire
believe the
by
cluster-
month for the entire year.
I believe the cluster
That's
part
the
of that
group?
is the group. Yeah.
Okay. I was
Any-
wondering if she wanted us to like group the page or whatever.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So is
I'm clear
everybody
then.
good? Everybody good with all the other ones? Whew.
I am. I'm good.
Alright. Cool. Let me try this. I'm gonna stop the video right now if there are no other questions. And I might try to make a shorter one if I feel like it. Right now, I am not feeling like it.